Okay, if we have a business and everyone knows about business is that you have to have customers. You have to have customers in a business to make money so that you can pay your employees. That means every time Shoo Choo Community Guidelines my content, he's slowly closing his business down. Reminding you that you're not American. Anywho, in a business you have to pay your employees, you have to have customers. Your customers have to make money in order to purchase your goods, and services. So can you explain to me, Gary Vaynerchuk, how goods and services applies to your content and your business? And then explain to me how it relates to what Monavan is producing in the form of what she calls herself in the form of entrepreneur. Suggesting products and then doing marketing scams on a regular basis is called a Ponzi scheme. Especially when you're working in a group with Chloe Flowers, Melissa Wood, her rich-ass husband, the elites of New York, and the freak elites of podcasting. So they're trying to create the New World Order to be what they call business, but they don't offer goods and services. They giggle. They giggle as goods and services. And then they abuse audiences, and then they act like they're not abusing audiences, and then they tell you how nice they are and how humble they are. But if you were to take a look at what they're producing, they're not humble. They're pretentious, and they bait and switch the audience to move emotions to fuel agenda for what they're up to, while telling you that they're delivering to you on how they became rich, which is a bunch of bullshit. So you tell me, in business, when it comes to influence, and then you marry a whore. You marry a whore because she has tits, and she has allure, and you're shallow, and she's weird as fuck, to where you're even feeding her food and rubbing her stomach where her titties are hanging out, and she's like 8 months pregnant. What goods and services are you selling when it comes to that video? When you have a business that's been passed down to you from your father and your family business, and you hired a whore from a flight attendant gig because she was a fraud and she knew you had money, and she had tits, allure, and she was shallow, and then she became an influencer. And so now everybody has eyes on who you actually are as a person. Notice how the eyes are not tits, they're actually eyes in this case. So everyone's living off the illusion of this weird fucking relationship as if that's the relationship that you would want for yourself. However, that's not an independent woman, nor is it an educated woman, nor is it a woman who works for a living. So all these women want to be kept women by these rich fucks while they travel the globe and disrespect audiences. So you have the business, Gary Vee. You have customers that you're spouting garbage off of for God knows how fucking long. And then no results happen for the audience that you're supposedly helping and assisting. But you decide to invite a whore into your business. And now your customers are dwindling because they aren't making any fucking money. Because only the elitists at the top have created the Ponzi to make it sound like that you're going to make money, but you never grow in followers or fans. And then you've trained people to only listen in a particular way. so that the elitists like Melissa Wood, who are fucking clueless, can grow in fans and followers while they chill and hang out with the entrepreneurs of New York City elite like Gary Vaynerchuk. You tell me how the Ponzi scheme works in relation to how Shu Chu is operating it, because he's a lead in this fucking game, because now he has the opportunity to communism all of us in guiding people while community guidelining certain individuals who don't have a particular amount of followers. For example, if I were to say the word AB, if you can read it, and Gary Vaynerchuk were to say the word ABORTION, my video would be community guidelines. However, his video would go viral. So now you're telling me a man who has a business and a woman who's a Persian, Middle Eastern, born and raised in a foreign country like Qatar, has a priority of educating an audience over an American citizen who has a history of working in this country, an education that has factual evidence of the degree itself, as well as years of service to the American people. And Shu Chu says that no, it's actually a elitist out of New York named Melissa Wood, who when she was 25 years old, went to a bar and a club to meet the guy who owned the bar and the club because she wanted to be rich, so she married him and had 2 kids, but has no fucking brain on her shoulders. And then the audiences are going to say that, well, I really like her personality, because she parties and drinks. And yeah, of course you would like that. It's called no responsibility in existence. What goods and services does Melissa Wood sell on her platform? What goods and services do the pianist Chloe Flowers sell on her platform that she created? See, she thinks because she's selling you on a car that is a battery operated, that the Democrats, reminding you that her mother is full Korean, born and raised, that California psycho bitch who went to school in London is going to tell us in America what it's like to be a New Yorker now. While they do a podcast with a Persian and bullshit us about Gary Vee, and how her favorite era is when she went to Christmas with Gary Vee, and she likes Christmas with no ornaments on the tree with her Persian Muslim family. And he's Jewish. And you're going to tell me that you're sitting in her apartment with the whitewashed background and a off-the-head loyal hat while you sell it to a wicked-ass DJ. And nobody's going to notice my content, but everybody's going to like his because it's Gary Vaynerchuk with a Persian whore. Where are the goods and services in that? What exactly are you slinging, Gary V? What exactly are all of you slinging, and why, when and why are not the customers dwindling away in the form of they don't make any more money because they're not making any money? But for some reason, they're back on the platform, alluring and shallow behavior with tits, while your men go to work, make the money. You say, I'm a woman, I'm in charge, but you don't do anything in your life. And then you sell on a platform of influence, which is all a Ponzi. You're selling goods and services of what? The fact that you're a mother, but you're not a very good one because you're filming a child when she's straight out the womb. Because you are in charge of everything you think. What goods and services are you slinging and relate it to a Ponzi scheme? And then you'll find out that you're all fucking criminals. And reminding you have no moral compass or ethics. You're just living the elite lifestyle of flipping your hair and moving your fingers like you're retarded and looking cool on the couch with a hat on that you're selling. and you're really cool. Yeah, really cool.